Hello and welcome back to another easy online German pronunciation training. And today I'm going to continue with the introduction of the German vowels. And this time I will talk about the vowel E. There are some E sounds and we can have a long E, a short E which sounds like a short E in fact. And we can also have an sound, and very often this is in the last syllable of a word, and this is an unstressed E sound. Okay, so let's start with the long E, and I also have some examples. And the first example is the German forename Eva. In English, you say Eve, and in German, we say Eva. So you can hear that this is a very long and straight E sound, not A. We don't have that in German. And in the phonetic script in brackets, you can see that we have an E letter and a double point. And the double point indicates that it's a long E sound here in this word. The V is spoken like an F, but in some areas it's also spoken like V, Eva. But generally you can say that we say Eva. I also have a second example, and this is a word which is written with double E, and that's why we have a long E sound here too, and this is the word for berry, and in German it is Beere, Beere, and you can see that we have a long E sound here in the phonetic script too. You see an E letter and a double point in the script, and moreover we already have an unstressed E sound here, Beere, and this is the last sign which looks like an E turned upside down. And this is the sign for the unstressed E, but we will get to that later. We also have a little tick in front of the B, and this indicates the syllable which is stressed. So here in this word the first syllable is stressed, like in Eva too, by the way. There we also have a little tick in front of the first syllable. Okay, so this was an example with two E letters, and now I have an example with an E, and the E is combined with an H, and this is also a long vowel. And as an example, I have the German word for the number 10. And in German, this is 10. 10. In the phonetic script, you see the long E sound again. And you also see that the Z is spoken like TS. 10. And this is always the case in German words. Then we can get to the short E sound, and this sounds like a short S sound in fact. And as an example, I have the word for to know, and in German the infinitive is kennen. Kennen. In the phonetic script, you see that the first syllable is stressed again because of the little tick in front of the first syllable. And you also see the sign for the short E sound, kennen, and this looks a bit like a big E, you can say. And at the end, in the last syllable, we also have the unstressed E again, kennen. Generally, you can say that the vowel is short when more than one consonant follow this letter or vowel. And this is also the case here. We have double N. And that's why we have a short E sound. Another example is the word for the number 11, and the German word is elf. So it's a bit similar, very short though. Elf. And you also see this short S sound in the phonetic script right at the beginning. In this word we also have more than one consonant following this vowel, so that's why it is a short vowel here too. We can also have a long S sound in German words, so that you write the sign together with a double point, but in that case we write the respective word with an ä, with umlaut ä. So we will get to that in another video. Then we get to the last E sound, and this is an unstressed E, and it's an sound. For example, in the word kommen, and this is the German word for to come. You can see that we have an open O sound here, and there's also a special sign in the phonetic script. In fact, it's an O. And in the last syllable we have the unstressed E sound again, or E sound as we say in German. Kommen. So you hear that it's an sound. And the first syllable is stressed again, like in most of the German words. So we can get to the next example, and this is the word for lady, and in German it is Dame. Dame. Stress on the first syllable, and therefore we have the little tick right at the beginning again. We have a long R sound in this word, and at the end we have the unstressed sound again. So unstressed E, Dame. Okay, this was all for today, and I hope it was helpful, and if so, please leave a comment or suggestions about what you would like to learn, and you can also subscribe to my channel if you want to receive the latest news. So for today I say bye bye, or as we say in German, tschüss.